Hey everybody, thanks for joining me here at Bitcoin and Crypto News. Today is January 6th, 2020, and today we're going to take a look at some of the top news stories in the wild world of crypto, as well as take a look at some of the price action from over the past 24 hours. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. That really helps the channel grow and get the video out to more people. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe for more videos. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the price action for the day. We have Bitcoin up 6.7%, trading a little bit over $35,000. We have Ethereum, which just broke over $1,200, up 11%. XRP is up 6.9%, trading at 24 cents. Litecoin trading at $166, up 6.7%. Cardano is continuing its great week, up 22.7%, trading at 31 cents. We have Polkadot up over $10 at $10.11. Bitcoin Cash is up 8.8%, trading at $452. We have a new member to the top 10. Stellar is up 56.3% for the day and 127% for the week, trading at 31 cents. Chainlink sliding down one spot, up 16.2%, trading at $17.07. And Binance Coin, who fell out of the top 10, up 3.2%, trading at $41.93. Alright, so that's the top 10 plus 1. Let's take a look at some of the top performers for the day. Up the most over the last 24 hours is the new member of the top 10, Stellar, followed by Verge, who is up 43.8%. Nano is up 39.1%, Matic up 36.4%, Status up 35%, and Maker up 30%. All in all, it's a very green day for the market, with most coins either up or trading even. Alright, and that's enough of the price action. Let's get into the top news stories. Our first news story of the day is going to look at the Bitcoin hash rate. If new all-time highs being set almost daily aren't enough for you, there are more reasons to be bullish on the world's top cryptocurrency. Bitcoin's hash rate is at an all-time high. According to data from blockchain.com, the estimated 7-day average Bitcoin hash rate is now above 148 exahashes per second. This figure represents the amount of computing power expended by miners to secure the network every second. The hash rate impacts the mining difficulty. If the current upward hash rate continues, the network will be due for an upward difficulty adjustment of above 10% at the next retargeting epoch, which is set to take place on this Saturday. Looking back at the previous month, December's hash rate of 136 exahashes per second was the highest in Bitcoin's history so far, which as of right now looks like a figure that January will surpass, currently at 148 exahashes. Aside from the spike in hash rate, there are other metrics like network usage and activity that are also on the rise. The number of active Bitcoin addresses is approaching an all-time high of about 1.19 million, which was achieved back in the December 2017 bull run. Our next story, we're going to catch up with Bitcoin bull Max Kaiser. During a recent interview, Max Kaiser said that he believes Bitcoin will ignite a massive rally this year on the back of central banks and their loose monetary policy. 2 years ago, Kaiser correctly predicted that Bitcoin would end 2020 trading at around $28,000. Here's a tweet that he posted to his Twitter account on January 2nd, which shows some of the most notable people in crypto and their predictions for where the price would end at 2020. Some of the top names include John McAfee and his $1 million call, and if you remember, he also claimed that if it didn't reach $100,000 by the end of 2019, he would eat his own. We also have Cameron Winklevoss, who predicted $360,000, Pomp, who predicted $50,000, Dan Moorhead, who predicted $20,000, as well as Tim Draper, who predicted over $250,000, and Bobby Lee, who predicted $1 million. Max is dusting off his crystal ball once again and giving his prediction for 2021. He expects that Bitcoin is going to surge nearly 550% from its current price before the year end. During the interview, he's quoted as saying, "I'm going with $220,000 per Bitcoin as a 2021 target, and that would bring us up to a $4 trillion market valuation, which I think is a good 2021 objective. We are going to catch up to gold. That would bring us up to not quite half gold's valuation, but getting close to gold's valuation." The reason for such a bullish prediction is that he believes one of the major central banks in the world will collapse in 2021. He believes this because banks are very highly leveraged, and one of them will collapse and will start an avalanche of people leaving fiat. Similar to how in 2008, once the first domino fell, the rest were not too far behind. Stocks are trading at hundreds of thousands of percent above earnings. Stocks like Tesla are trading hundreds to thousands of percent above earnings. Banks are over-leveraged by 50 to 1 or higher. These figures are completely unsustainable unless the money printer does not stop in 2021, which, even if it doesn't, this will also cause people to leave their slowly dying dollar to a more stable and hard-capped monetary system like Bitcoin. After news a few days ago where Bitcoin surpassed the market cap of Berkshire Hathaway, who is run by Warren Buffett, Ethereum now joins Bitcoin in the top 100 of the world's largest assets. At the time of recording this, Ethereum's market cap is right over $135 billion. Looking at the website companiesmarketcap.com, we can see that Ethereum is currently ranked as the 93rd largest asset in the world, behind Citigroup and Wells Fargo. Recently, it has surpassed companies like Morgan Stanley, Shopify, and the Bank of China. Scrolling up to the top of the list, we find Bitcoin sitting at number 11 after just surpassing Alibaba. Currently, Bitcoin is around $70 billion from breaking into the top 10. It is still a long way behind the number one asset by market cap, gold, who has a market cap at the moment of over $12 trillion. But Bitcoin and Ethereum have begun their ascent to the top, so this will be a very interesting website to keep track of. We will check in on this website from time to time with updates to see how Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to climb up the ranks. Our next story takes us over to Kraken, who announced on Tuesday that more than $1 billion worth of cryptocurrencies have been staked on their staking service. Kraken users have staked about 58 million DOT tokens, approximately $580 million, and roughly 45.5 million of Tezos, worth about $22.5 million. Kraken's Vice President Jeremy Welch spoke about how staking's popularity is the natural outcome of an asset class that is growing in maturity. Looking back at 3 years ago, where holders were mainly interested in short-term gains, many are confident now locking up tokens to earn a passive income. The reason for this is that conviction is growing in the longevity of crypto assets as a respectable new asset class. Kraken also started providing the Ethereum 2.0 staking service on December 3rd. The amount of Ether locked in the Ethereum 2.0 has recently surpassed 2.58 billion, and this comes less than a month after Ether first broke the $1 billion mark. The next story comes from non-custodial crypto exchange Shapeshift, who announced today the integration of nearly a dozen decentralized exchanges, or DEX, protocols, a move designed to relieve both the company as well as the users of Know Your Customer, or KYC, burdens, while still being able to offer traders superior liquidity, pricing, asset availability, and security. Shapeshift CEO Eric Voorhees, in a recent interview with Cointelegraph, explained the rationale for this move. By integrating our users directly into decentralized exchange trading, it means we are no longer part of the trade. We are not a custodian, a counterparty, or an intermediary of any kind at any step of the process. Thus, we are purely a software technology company, and in this capacity, we are not regulated because we are not engaged in regular activity. This will help Shapeshift continue to run and grow while providing liquidity to the market without having to go through the steps of KYC, which has been and looks to continue to be a hot-button topic, especially in the United States. Last up, a Bitcoin trend indicator whose last appearance in 2017 had set the prices 10 times higher appeared again this Wednesday morning. Known as Bitcoin MVRV Z-score, which is nothing more than a ratio of the difference between a cryptocurrency's actual and realized market capitalization. Glassnode, who created the metric, said that a score below 0 is a sign of an undervalued Bitcoin, meanwhile anything above a 7 indicates a market top, or an overbought Bitcoin. You can see on the graph below that Bitcoin has only crossed over that line 6 prior times, and hasn't come close since December 2017. That is until earlier today, where it crossed over. To sum up this score, it is used to assess when Bitcoin is under or overvalued relative to its fair value. When the market value is slightly higher than the realized value, it has historically indicated a market top or a good time to sell, while the opposite has indicated that the market is at a bottom. Only time will tell if this time will be the same as back in 2017, which led to an over 1,000% rally. I want to thank you for joining me here today, and if you liked the video or found the information helpful, please hit the like button. That really helps get the video out to more people. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I upload videos daily on the top stories in the crypto space. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Do you think that Max Kaiser's $220,000 per Bitcoin is a reasonable target for 2021? Let me know what you think down below. As always, the links to the articles will be in the description down below. Thanks again for joining me, and remember, buy the dips, stack sats, and chill.